A cupcake with bright frosting appears against a white background. It hops forward and gasps as it discovers 3 muffin pans that exactly look like braille cells. 7 more brightly colored cupcakes appear. At the whistled command of the original cupcake, hop into the various muffin holes to form the braille letters TBK. The muffin tins are replaced by the Blind Kitchen logo, green braille letters TBK on a white background. Fade to black.
Hello, and welcome to the Blind Kitchen, where everyone gets invited to the tea party. I'm your host, Deborah Erickson, and in this episode, you're going to learn about the Liquid Alert.
Deborah is wearing teapot earrings. She is wearing a pink chef's coat and a white apron with the Blind Kitchen logo.
In front of me, on a dark work tray, I have a little container of sugar cubes, a tea bag, a mug, and also the Liquid Alert. The Liquid Alert is a small rectangular plastic box that holds batteries. There are wires protruding from the front of it, and those wires are what are going to hang over the rim of the glass or the cup that you are pouring liquid into. I'm going to now make contact with my fingers on both of those wires, and I'm going to give you a preview of what it'll sound like when the liquid hits the wires. That can be a little bit startling to people. You might want to warn people it's coming before it does, but that is how it's going to work. So you may say to me, Deborah, I know if you're pouring yourself an iced tea or a lemonade, you've got that index finger hooked over the rim of the glass and when you're pouring with the other hand, and you're going to let your finger touch that liquid, and that's how you're going to know as it's nearing the top of the glass. And you'd be exactly right. When I'm at home, the finger over the rim method is exactly what I want to do. But what if I want to pour you a glass of lemonade? Do you want my fingertip in your lemonade? I don't think so. But there are some social situations that require that we not touch other people's food or drink. And so this liquid level alert is a perfect tool to allow you to do that. But perhaps more importantly, it also tells you the level of hot liquids. There's no way I'm going to use the finger over the rim method to test and see if my coffee or hot water for my tea are nearing the top of the cup. Some people can use volume, and the sound does change as a cup fills, and that's fine if you're comfortable with that. But if you'd like a little extra security, you can just hook this device over your cup. The plastic's on the outside, the wires are inside the cup, and that way when the hot water level reaches and touches the 2 prongs, you're going to hear that alarm and you'll know you're getting near the top. Ooh, that tea kettle is playing my song. You going to turn it off? So I'm going to take the teapot off the stove and put it onto a trivet here so it's closer to where I'm going to be pouring. Making sure it's on here nice and stable. It's good. So now I'm going to take a tea bag that I have here and I'm going to put the tea bag in the cup. It's attached to a string that has a piece of paper, as many tea bags are, and I'm going to wrap that string around the handle of my mug a couple of times because I don't want that paper to go into the water, and also it'll make it easier for me to retrieve the tea bag and take it out when I'm done with it. Now the level alert is on the edge of the cup, so right now inside this cup there are only a dry tea bag that's attached to a string and the wires from the liquid alert. So now I'm going to hold the teapot with my right hand. First I better open it up so the water can come out. So I just flipped open the whistle lid so the water could come out, and I'm locating the cup with my left hand. So I'm going to bring the teapot closer to where the cup is, and then I'm going to move my left fingers out of the way. But before I do, I'm going to do a quick touch. I can touch this pot for just a second to find out where the nozzle is, make sure it's in contact with the cup so that I can be sure that when I pour the water out into the cup, the water will go actually into the cup and not onto the work tray. And I'm putting my left fingers on the handle of the mug just to help keep it more stable. And now I'm going to pour. There it goes. The good news is it does stop immediately when you take it out of the water. And now I'm going to let my tea steep, and I'm going to, let me add 1 cube of sugar. And do you know a sugar cube contains, on average, 0.97 tenths of a teaspoon. So here goes almost a teaspoon of sugar. I'm going to wait for it to steep, and then I'm going to enjoy my tea. Caring for your liquid alert is really easy. The most important thing I can tell you is to never immerse the battery compartment, plastic part of it, in liquid. You will ruin it. To clean the tongs, all you have to do is use a clean, dry cloth. Storing it is a little trickier. There's been more than one time when I've reached into a cupboard or a drawer and I hear this sound and I'm not expecting it and it scares the daylights out of me. So I don't want that to happen to you. So there's a couple things you can do to prevent that. One is to store it with the prongs sides down so that your fingers will only find the plastic as you're looking for it. You could also take out the batteries, and that would help. But probably the best solution is to put it in its own distinct container so that when you reach for it, there's no chance for your fingers to come in contact with the prongs. Thank you for being a member of the Blind Kitchen community. I am ready to enjoy a sip of tea, but first I want to invite you to have a cup of tea or a glass of lemonade. Happy cooking.
Fade to black. The Blind Kitchen logo appears. Fade to black. Neo Creative Productions logo appears. The logo fades to black.